I hit 1 million in 6 months, or in 5 months. And the CMO had brought me on, and I was like, hey, I'm the literal kid that's here trying to, get a show approved.
Brett Cooper's unexpected departure from the Daily Wire has reverberated across conservative media, sparking intense speculation about her next move and what led to her decision to leave one of the most prominent platforms in the space. Brett, celebrated for her sharp commentary and engaging persona, quickly rose to prominence as the host of the Comment Section, a show that carved out a unique niche in conservative commentary. Her distinctive approach to cultural and political topics made her a standout voice.
Or is it
initially, yes. So we did not do any paid ads for my channel at all.
In the media world. However, Brett's tearful announcement on December 10, delivered via a heartfelt YouTube video, marked the end of her tenure at the Daily Wire and raised as many questions as it answered. Her revelation that it would be her last day hosting the comment section left fans shocked and fueled a wave of curiosity about what had happened behind the scenes. While Brett maintained a tone of gratitude in her farewell, the circumstances surrounding her exit suggest a more complex narrative. In her announcement, Brett reflected on her 3 years at the Daily Wire, expressing appreciation for the opportunities she had been given while signaling her desire to explore new directions. Today, December 10th, will be my last day hosting the comment section and working for the Daily Wire, she said, her voice trembling with emotion. I have had the most unbelievable 3 years helping to craft this show, building this community and sharing the truth every day. I am ready to take on a new direction both personally and professionally. She assured fans that her longtime producer, Reagan Conrad, would take over hosting duties, calling Regan incredible and expressing confidence in her ability to carry the show forward. Brett closed her farewell with a promise of exciting updates to come, leaving her audience simultaneously hopeful and uncertain. Brett's gratitude-laden departure, however, contrasts with reports of mounting tensions between her and the Daily Wire. Sources close to the network have described disagreements over the creative direction of the comment section, with Brett reportedly advocating for more creative freedom than the network was willing to grant. Known for its unapologetically bold, right-leaning approach, the Daily Wire has cultivated a specific brand of commentary, one that Brett may have felt constrained by as her ambitions grew. She wanted to broaden the scope of her content, bring in different perspectives, and experiment more, a source familiar with the situation explained. But the network had its own vision, and that created friction. Another major factor contributing to the strain appears to be Brett's involvement in the Daily Wire's ambitious film project, Snow White and the Evil Queen. Cast as Snow White in what was billed as a conservative reimagining of the classic fairy tale, Brett's role was heavily promoted as a symbol of the network's cultural counterpunch to Hollywood. Yet creative disagreements reportedly emerged during pre-production, particularly regarding how overtly the film should lean into conservative messaging. According to insiders, Brett advocated for a balance between honoring the original story's charm and appealing to a broader audience, an approach that sometimes clashed with the network's goals. Brett was incredibly passionate about the project. Her former producer, Reagan Conrad, shared in an exclusive interview. She wanted to protect the heart of the story while making sure it wasn't alienating. That kind of balance is tricky, especially when you're working with a platform that has a specific mission. Reagan also acknowledged that Brett's meteoric rise had created its own set of challenges. Her following exploded, and with that came a flood of opportunities. She was getting offers from Hollywood, podcast networks, and even streaming platforms. She began to see herself as more than just a commentator for one outlet. The timing of Brett's departure has thrown the future of Snow White and the Evil Queen into uncertainty. Although her contract reportedly ties her to the project, her decision to leave the Daily Wire has raised questions about whether she will fulfill her role as Snow White or if the film will move forward with a recast. Addressing the speculation during a podcast appearance, Brett said, "I love Snow White, and I poured my heart into this role. Whether I'll finish the project is something we're still figuring out, but I'm just as invested in the story as the fans are." Meanwhile, Insiders at the Daily Wire have suggested that contingency plans are in the works, including a possible delay in the film's release or exploring options for a new lead. Social media activity surrounding Brett's departure has only added to the intrigue. Observant fans noticed that Brett unfollowed several key figures from the Daily Wire, including co-founder Jeremy Waring and Reagan Conrad. This sparked rumors of behind-the-scenes drama, further fueled by the actions of Brett's mother, Diane Cooper. Diane liked posts that criticized Reagan for taking over the comment section and alleged that she had snubbed Brett in the process. One particularly pointed comment read, "No matter how many acting classes you take or watch Brett's old videos, you will never be Brett. It's sad that you took the money and snubbed your best friend." The apparent tension between Brett and Reagan has divided fans. While some view Reagan as a capable successor who will bring her own flair to the show, others argue that she lacks the authenticity and charisma that defined Brett's tenure. The debate over Reagan's suitability as host has only added another layer of drama to Brett's exit, with speculation swirling about the depth of the fallout and whether the former colleagues might reconcile. Beyond the immediate drama, Brett's departure has sparked broader conversations about the dynamics within conservative media. Candace Owens weighed in on the situation, remarking, "Brett's exit highlights what happens when talent outgrows the platform that launched them. Networks need to adapt, or they risk losing their brightest stars." This sentiment has resonated with Brett's fans, many of whom see her departure as a natural evolution for a rising star whose ambitions can no longer be contained by a single outlet. Despite the uncertainty surrounding her role in Snow White and the Evil Queen, Brett's career seems poised for further growth. Industry insiders suggest she is already fielding offers from major players eager to capitalize on her popularity. During a recent Instagram Q&A, Brett hinted at exciting new projects, saying, "This is just the beginning. I can't wait to share what's next." While some fans worry that stepping away from the Daily Wire might dilute the unique voice that made her stand out, others are excited to see what new opportunities await her. For the Daily Wire, Brett's departure represents both a challenge and an opportunity. The loss of one of its most high-profile personalities comes at a critical juncture, particularly with Snow White and the Evil Queen still in flux. One senior producer described the situation as chaotic, noting, "We were gearing up for the film's release, and now we're scrambling to figure out what's next." However, the controversy has also generated heightened interest in the project, with fans now equally invested in the behind-the-scenes drama as in the film itself. Brett Cooper's exit from the Daily Wire is more than just the departure of a popular personality. It's a story of creative ambition, evolving identities, and the complexities of navigating a rapidly changing media landscape. Whether she ultimately returns to finish her role in Snow White or carves out an entirely new path, one thing is certain: Brett's journey is far from over, and the world will be watching closely to see what she does next.